Before we get into this next video, y'all already know what to do. When you see the like button, smash on him and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel. The unified super middleweight champion of the world, Canelo Alvarez, that has a big mega fight coming up in Dallas Stadium against Billy Joe Saunders. They saying that they've already sold over 60,000 tickets, so it's gonna be jam-packed. It is gonna be jumping, you know what I'm saying? Not this coming up weekend, but the next weekend. Canelo Alvarez, we know that he was formerly with Oscar De La Hoya under the Golden Boy banner, right? And Canelo Alvarez, he finally opens up with the beef that he had, you know, with Golden Boy, with Oscar De La Hoya. And he goes all the way in and he lets you know everything that went down. So here it is, y'all, for the first time. And I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say. So in this article, it says, in a recent interview, former 4th Division World Champion Canelo Alvarez detailed 2020 breakup with Golden Boy Promotions, who guided boxer's career for over a decade. Last year, Canelo sued Golden Boy and streaming platform DAZN. So he sued both of them. He didn't only sue Golden Boy, he sued DAZN too. So it says, last year, Canelo sued Golden Boy and streaming platform DAZN to break away from his existing contracts with both entities. The three parties were able to reach an agreement, with Canelo becoming a complete free agent with no promotional or no network ties. Canelo says the tension with Golden Boy had been building up for several years. Look, I don't like to talk much about people, but I've been a very loyal person always. And I always very loyal, always with Golden Boy. But De La Hoya is not Golden Boy. He doesn't do anything in Golden Boy. He's worried about drinking and being involved in other things. The decisions are made by other people. When Richard Schaefer left Golden Boy, he took all the boxers to PBC. He took all of them. And he also wanted to take me. And I was the only boxer that stayed with Golden Boy because I'm a loyal man. But then later I understood why everyone had gone and why Richard Schaefer left. Because those who are in Golden Boy, they are only looking after their own benefit, not the boxer's benefit, Canelo told Death with Graham Basinger. There's no loyalty there in Golden Boy at all. None. They don't even know what it is. We were involved in the lawsuit in Miami with All Star Boxing, which I think would win because they were lying about everything. So we won the lawsuit. But the jury determined that I indeed wasn't under contract, but I had to give All Star Boxing $8 million. But before that, when I signed before the fight with Cotto with Golden Boy, I came to agreement with Golden Boy on the All Star lawsuit. He says, and that's when I became aware they were only concerned about themselves, not about me. Canelo reflected back to 2016 when he dropped the WBC middleweight title. According to the Mexican superstar, he was being pressed to move forward with the purse bid for a mandatory defense against Gennady Golovkin, but he was unable to do so with ongoing lawsuit in Miami with All Star Boxing. They wanted me to decide to fight Golovkin or go to some auction, and well, I couldn't because I was in the middle of a lawsuit. I couldn't do it. So no, just take it away. I have no problem with them taking it away. The other belt they took away, Golden Boy never told me they were taking away. That's what I got mad at, Canelo said, because the other belt that they took away, they never told me that they're going to take that belt away. Eventually, Canelo says the entire relationship fell apart when he discovered that Golden Boy had made certain promises to DAZN, which conflicted with Canelo's contract with the platform. Yes, it was something completely different. My contract, I said the fights are for such amount, but if I fight against Golovkin or Mayweather or a name like that, then I'll have to negotiate it, right? It'll have to be negotiated because I'm not going to fight for the same amount we negotiated. But no, Golden Boy had told the Zone that I was already going to for sure fight with Golovkin for the amount, and they never told me that, Canelo said. I made a completely different contract. I made a contract favorable to me, of course. But what I wanted to demonstrate to show everyone, all Latinos, is that I sued the Zone and Golden Boy together. Imagine how big that is. Nobody dares to do that. And if you know that you did everything right, you don't have to be afraid to do something that big. I earn more now than what I did with the contract I signed with the Zone in 2018, so that you can see what I pulled off. Regarding the Zone, Canelo explained that there was a disagreement with them over his pay for potential return in September. Yeah, so they were going to pay the same amount as stated in my contract. They told me, and maybe I would have done it, but I'm in my moment. I'm in my moment now. And I have to take advantage of every opportunity, and I have to take advantage for myself, because each and every person will always look out for their own benefit. They're not going to look out for your benefit, even if I earn less. I'm not going to let you tell me how much I'm going to make, Canelo said. Being a free agent is the best thing I've ever done, because I can do what I want when I want. The fights you've seen, how I arranged them, I fight in December, February, and I'll fight in May again. Easy, no complications. So yeah, there y'all got it. You know, Canelo had a whole bunch to say, and we've never heard Canelo open up about Golden Boy, you know. So it just looks like that, you know, he had a lot of disputes with Golden Boy. One of the main issues is that big contract that he signed with Golden Boy in the Zone. I think it was like a 11 fight deal for 360 something million. It was going to give him somewhere around 34 mil a fight or somewhere like that, right? But his issue was they already had basically put in place that he was going to fight Gennady Golovkin for a third time, and how much he was going to make and everything. And his thing, he's saying that, you know, if he fighting a big name like Gennady Golovkin, a huge name in the sport, well, then they got to go and sit down and negotiate how much money, you know, that he's going to fight for if he fight a huge name. Because basically, you know, he's seen what Mayweather did. He's seen when Mayweather pulled off that Pacquiao fight, how much money Mayweather made. You know, Pacquiao is not the same as fighting Andre Berto. So, of course, you're going to make the networks and everybody around, the promotional companies, they're going to make a whole lot more, you know, when you fight a big name, right? You see what Mayweather did when he pulled off the Conor McGregor fight. You feel what I'm saying? So his whole thing was like, if I'm fighting a huge name like that, then we got to sit down and negotiate, because, you know, if I wasn't in this contract, then I'll be making a lot more fighting somebody like that than 34 mil a fight. But see, my thing is like, you signed that contract though. You know what I'm saying? You should have known that, and your lawyer should have known that, if that's how you felt. You know, and a lot of people gonna look at Canelo is that, you know, he wanted to have free reign to fight whoever he wanted. And certain fighters, they're gonna look at, you know, that he was ducking, that he didn't want to fight, as, you know, like a Jamal Charlo or somebody like that, or Demetrius Andrade, right? That's how a lot of people gonna look at it, you know what I'm saying? So it's all depend how you look at it, you know. And some people gonna take this and run with it and say that Canelo's a diva. But, you know, he have a lot of good points that he was making. These promotional companies don't really give a fuck about the fighter, you know, so the fighters got to look out for themselves. But, you know, I mean, it all just depends. You know, Canelo is a big name, and Canelo knew that y'all don't even have no fighters over here really at Golden Boy. So everything that y'all doing, y'all building off of the back of my name. And he realized that, you know what I'm saying? Canelo realized that Golden Boy was building everything that they was doing off the strength of Canelo. You know what I'm saying? All the fighters that they was getting coming up, they was going there because of Canelo. And he told y'all, you know, De La Hoya don't run shit. All he do is drink and snort cocaine. You know what I'm talking about? He let y'all know that. He let y'all know De La Hoya don't run nothing. Ever since Richard Schaefer left, that whole company fell apart. All of the fighters left. Ain't nobody trying to fuck with De La Hoya and Golden Boy, because he don't know how to run his business. And this is the first time we really heard, Canelo come out and say something like this. And it's shocking to me because I wouldn't expect him to come out and just, let it all out the bag like that. But after this right now, it's like, man, people not gonna fuck with Golden Boy after this. This gonna be a real bad look for Golden Boy, because people knew that him and that Golden Boy and Canelo were going through some issues, but nobody really never knew, everything that it entailed, everything that happened between them. And now fighters, up and coming fighters, they're gonna look at that and they're gonna shy away from Golden Boy. And then look at, Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He don't even want to fight for him. And he the biggest name that they got right now. Now, it makes me think with the whole Ryan Garcia situation. Is Ryan Garcia, did he pull out of the Javier Fortuna fight because of an issue with Golden Boy? Has Canelo got in Ryan Garcia's ear? Because Ryan Garcia and Canelo are real close. So is Ryan Garcia just taking the stance like, well, I'm going to come up with something so I don't have to fight for them no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just sit on the shelf and they're going to eventually have to take me out of my contract. I don't know what it is, but this a bad look for Golden Boy, with all the other things that been surfacing with De La Hoya, with him being high on that Triller card and everything, it just ain't a good look. But let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Drop your comments in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel about this. Until next time, y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.